Scorpio, welcome to your reading for the month of July. Happiness. Older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. And wealth. These three cards came together. Then you have club, with someone will try to make you do something against your will. And you have the rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Careful. These two are together. You also have the beaver, with build with integrity. And I think this is the second time this card came in the past maybe 6 months for Scorpios. Let's read it. Beaver represents healthy relationships, teamwork, and building a solid foundation so that you can go after dreams. Beaver teaches that now may be an ideal time to breathe life into a new project or into an old one you've given up on. Beaver reminds you to be aware of the intention and energy foundation that informs how you teach, share, and build projects. Consider what the driving force is behind what you bring to the world. Ask yourself, is my ego fueling these steps? Working with Beaver's medicine tune into the whether you are acting from a place of wholeness and integrity or dysfunction and insecurity. Interesting. This exercise will ensure that your work is grounded in honor, which is especially important if you are in a position of power or leadership. Wow. The theme of the month is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a gift we are receiving. It's something that comes as a proposal. So, the thing is, you will be proposed. There's an offer to you. Something will be brought to you to consider, but you may not be seeing it as the thing you wish. It's kind of, when you ask for a job, for example, and you ask for a salary and they go like, listen, we cannot pay you what you ask, but I can give you a bonus at the end of the year, or I can give you extra holidays, or I can pay for your kids' school, or you know what I mean? So it's like you would prefer the money because you would have the freedom to choose whatever it comes, but you got, for example, the kids' school, or not that you wouldn't pay the kids' school, but you know what I mean? It's something like it came, but it bored you. It distract you from your motivation. It kind of didn't suit like a glove. And something that you need to avoid is actually interesting. The moon reverse comes. Some things that happen to us are meant to put us in touch with our perception of ourselves, the perception of ourselves. And sometimes we are a little bit in a place where we feel situations were unfair to us, that cause anxiety, that remind us of something that hurt us in the past. The moon reverse, in something that you need to avoid, is the invitation for you not to follow or not to allow triggers to define your actions and choices. So when you get this proposal and you have something to build, and it's interesting that the beaver also mentions a new project, but also something in the past. It is something that will give you the opportunity of looking within and see probably healing a trauma or rewriting that experience in another way. So you probably, when you are not pleased with this offer, it's because it reminds you of a past situation and you need to let go of that because, it's the time for that. The past is in the past. And you are being invited to actually accept the offer in a way that you really put your efforts in. This offer can really take you to a very, very good place if you really fight for it, really give your best, really put your soul, your body, your mind, your spirit in it. So whatever it is coming for you, it's going to be, and probably, let's say, whatever it is, maybe you will see that you will be exhausted, and there's an effort and there's a work for you to do. And they are saying, you know what, go for it, carry it. This can be even you not only putting the effort of doing the things that you have to do, but also the things that you have to do for others. It can be a burden. Embrace it. Now, we have something here that we need to evaluate, and something that comes as a goal of the month. And the goal of the month, we have this male energy of leadership, as the beaver was saying, vitality, intuition, power, moving forward, building, not thinking too much on the strategy. If this is a partner, this is someone that he's beautiful. He's the kind of person you just look and you go like, wow, yeah. So the goal of the month, if this is love for you, it may be a very sensual, vibrant partner that commits to you in a physical way, but being all the rest. The thing is, when we think about what we have to evaluate, you have another king. So if this is love, maybe this is a choice you have to do. And this choice is for you to evaluate if, for example, there's a second person, or even with this person, is this person aggressive? Is this person lying to you? How is the mind of this person? Is he committed? Is he the person that is providing you a plan, a future? Yeah? Got it? Now, going back to a general reading, because we don't have a specific theme. This is a general reading. Something that you also need to evaluate is if moving forward passionately with this project, you need to evaluate the strategy. You need to see what's the plan. You need to see how to communicate it. You need to see how it's going to be spread as news. So it's about being a little bit of a lawyer and a businessman. Yeah. And you also need to let go of having at the moment these higher expectations. The start comes here, and the start is reaching the sky, and then, being aligned and all this. But it comes in a place of letting go. And, with the strategy mind here, what I feel is like you need to be a little bit realistic, ground. The King of Swords is also a very grounded king, also the King of Wands, but he's full of vitality and power. He wants to be in the action. So anyways, what I want to say is like, avoid to have plan, dream, but avoid to have higher expectations at this moment, because somehow I feel you still are a little bit depleted. Maybe you are burned out even, but the goal is for you to turn the energy that you are giving towards you. It's about you recovering. It's about you being strong. So whatever you have to do, and actually the King of Wands, if this is you, it's you gaining your vitality at the end, then this card is bringing that. The situation you have in mind, you need to be coming into a place of power, of leadership. And therefore you need to nurture yourself. All right. And I can see that you are also overwhelmed, and that you are investing. Again, if this is two lovers, this can be a decision that you have to do. But the path is actually go through, live it. Do know that you are a little bit overwhelmed with the situation of having two choices or two mentalities if this is the case of you having to evaluate, or again, this might be a job where you have to be this strategy, doing the sales, doing whatever, and at the same time being there and going for production, but you are asked to embrace this thing of being overwhelmed and find a way to get out of it, but not letting go of work. Good luck. It's not easy, no? How can we do this? I think the key is finding joy, but in your case is actually making decisions at the end, death and rebirth. There is a new beginning for you, but something needs to end, and you are going to understand from all this happening in July what you need to do, and you are going to do it. You definitely are going to be the master of your decisions. You are going to be the king of wands and probably the king of swords as well. So your mind, your body will be totally aligned for you to understand, okay, I need to let go of this because I want something else. And your environment that actually is pushing you, it's making pressure on you, and it's bringing you down, taking away your sleep, bringing anxiety, whatever it is, will be there to make pressure for you. Okay, so be prepared, and maybe that's why you are going to be aggressive. Like, I'm killing it. I'm not giving it a second chance. I'm not changing my modus operandus. I am killing it. And you will be inclined to actually the Knight of Swords, to do this evaluation that you are so scared to look into. Maybe you are looking into your accounting in your business, or, speaking with clarity, having the mind in place. You are a little bit afraid of seeing, but you will achieve it. And the outcome is absolutely amazing, because the Tower comes here. There is something, you inside yourself, you knew that things would fall apart. And whatever you wish to have a change will have a change that I don't think you will even need to put too much effort. It will happen. The things that need to go, that are in the past, that are with you, influencing your energy, and they are not supposed to be there, they will be taken away naturally, because after that, you have the Six of Wands, and this is success, this is victory, this is, oh, and by the way, almost forgot to tell you, you have an extra card. So you don't only have success, you have celebration. People will recognize your value. People will see, this person made it. Scorpio, well done. You've been through hell, yes. You endured, yes. But you were so brave making your decisions that we praise you, and we see that you won. So, Scorpio, this is your reading for the month of July. If you enjoyed, resonate, do like, subscribe, and follow. If you want a personal reading with me, you know how to find me here on social media. Do like, subscribe the channels, and I'll see you in your next reading.